students, we are going to discuss the topic double fertilization today. Now what do we actually mean by double? Double means 2 times. Do you agree? So now, why do we say that in flowering plants or in angiosperms the fertilization is double? First of all, fertilization means fusion of male gamete and female gamete. Now, in case of angiosperms, flowering plants, there is an ovary. Now, the female part is having a structure like this: stigma, style, ovary. Inside the ovary, there is an embryo sac. Then there are antipodal cells, there are 2 polar nuclei, an egg cell, and then synergids. Now what actually happens is that when the pollen is transferred to the stigma, it falls on the stigma. Stigma is a receptacle for receiving the pollen grain. Okay, so what is the function of stigma? Its function is just to receive the pollen grain. Once the pollen grain falls over here, stigma, it is having sugary secretion. Okay, sugar syrup. You may be familiar with the term chashni. So it is quite sticky and powder-like pollen grains. When fall on this stigma, the pollen sticks. After sticking, the pollen absorbs moisture from this solution, and then what happens is that the axine ruptures, right? Axine ruptures, and this inner wall of the pollen has 2 walls, outer axine and inner intine. So axine ruptures and intine forms a pollen tube. Okay. Now the pollen tube starts from the pollen, comes through the style, then into the ovary and enters the embryo sac through a very small opening, and this opening here is called micropyle. What is this opening called? Micropyle. Okay. Now the male gamete divides to form pollen grain, pollen divides and forms 2 male gametes. Right. Now those 2 male gametes here, male gametes now which are 2 in number, they enter through this micropyle and the pollen tube tip ruptures and the 2 male gametes are released into the embryo sac. When the 2 male gametes are released into the embryo sac, then what happens is one of the male gamete fuses with the egg. Okay, and this fusion of male gamete with egg is called syngamy. Okay, so fusion of male gamete with egg is called syngamy, and syngamy further leads to the formation of zygote. So after syngamy there is zygote formation, and what happens to the other male gamete, right? Now the other male gamete combines with these 2 polar nuclei. So 2 polar nuclei, okay, 2 polar nuclei and 1 male gamete. It means now there are 3 nuclei. So the fusion of 3 nuclei takes place, and this is termed as triple fusion. Okay. So you have to remember 2 terms. One is syngamy, that is fusion of male gamete with egg nucleus. Other is triple fusion, that is fusion of 2 polar nuclei with 1 male gamete, leading to the formation of endosperm nucleus. Okay. So as you know, 2 fusions are taking place. How many fusions are taking place? 2 fusions, right? Which are these? Syngamy and triple fusion. So these 2 fusions are taking place, syngamy and triple fusion. So this type of fertilization in which 2 fusions are taking place is called double fertilization. Okay. So this is double fertilization, and